dropped her head and said, "No, it's been 2 weeks and no letter." "Did you write it?" "I write him every week, Simeon. You know that." "When's the last time you wrote it?" Simeon seethed but held his fight. He was proud of himself for coming home sober, and he wouldn't ruin it with a fight. Marvis Lang, aged 28, 2 years in the pen, with at least 10 to go. Drug trafficking, assault with a deadly weapon. A car approached and slowed, then slowed some more, as if the driver wasn't sure. It moved a few feet, then turned into their driveway. There was enough sunlight left to reveal it to be an odd make, definitely foreign, and red in color. The engine was turned off, and a young white man got out, alone. He was wearing a white shirt with a loosened tie. He carried nothing, and after walking a few feet, seemed uncertain where he was. "Over here," Simeon called out, and the young man stiffened as if scared. He had not seen them under the tree. He proceeded cautiously across the small front yard. "Looking for Miss Letty Lang," he said loud enough for them to hear. "I'm over here," she said as he came into view. He walked to within 10 feet and said, "Hello, my name is Jake Brigance. I'm a lawyer in Clanton, and I need to speak to Letty Lang." "You were at the funeral today," she said. "I was." Simeon reluctantly climbed to his feet, and the three exchanged awkward handshakes. Simeon offered him a beer, then returned to his seat. Jake declined the beer, though he would have enjoyed one. He was, after all, there on business. Letty said, without being edgy, "I'm sure you're not just passing through out of the corner of the world." No, I'm not." "Brigance," Simeon said simply. "Didn't you represent Carl Lee Haley?" The old icebreaker, at least for black folks. "I did," Jake said modestly. "I thought so. Good job. Great job." "Thanks. Look, I'm actually here on business and, well, I need to speak with Letty here in private. No offense or anything, but I have to tell her something confidential." "What is it?" she asked, confused. "Why is it private?" Simeon asked. "Because the law says it is," Jake replied, fudging a bit. The law had nothing to do with this situation. In fact, as he muddled through this encounter, he began to realize that his big news perhaps wasn't so confidential after all. There was no doubt Letty would tell her husband everything before Jake pulled out of the driveway. The last will and testament of Seth Hubbard was now a public record and would be scrutinized by every lawyer in town within 24 hours. Where was the privacy, the confidentiality? Simeon angrily tossed the beer can against the tree, sending a line of foam across the trunk. He bolted to his feet, growling, all right, as he kicked the milk crate. He reached into the cooler, grabbed another beer, and stomped away, mumbling and cursing under his breath. The shadows consumed him as he moved deeper into the trees, no doubt watching and listening. Herschel found a country station